Hello, and welcome to our channel. It's all about the recap and review of top-rated anime series that are loved by the audience. Today, we are going to recap Buddy Daddy Episode 1. Episode of Buddy Daddies begins with a car chase between a male and the mafia. The two factions split off, but the man leads the gang toward a dead end. The mafia leader tells his employer to keep calm, and for his driver to run over the man that chased them down. The driver shoots the leader and reveals themselves to be working with their enemy. The driver happens to be working for an agency. The driver and his partner lead the gentleman to a warehouse to interrogate him. The yellow-haired agent interrogates the employer about some fake jewels he had in his briefcase. The employer tries weaseling his way out of the situation, injuring the yellow-haired gentleman's partner. The employer hands them a phone, but the yellow-haired gentleman receives a phone call from someone. We learn that he's named Kazukii. On the phone, the woman informs him that a girl named Miri got a fever and needs him to pick her up. He hangs up the phone and starts yelling at his partner because he was supposed to make sure she was okay before they tackled this mission. The employer tries butting in, resulting in Kazuki's partner shooting him. Kazukii and his partner flee the scene and plan to visit Miri. We receive narration from Kazukii and learn that his partner's named Rei. He informs the audience that Miri came to live with him and Rei last Christmas when they were taking a job. We flash back to several months earlier and see Kazukii leaving a woman behind to visit Rei. He arrives at Rei's place and the two bicker over mundane things. Kazukii notices Rei brought a cat home and tells him to get rid of it. Rei pays him no mind, so Kazukii decides to take the cat. Kazukii puts the cat in a box and wishes it good luck finding a better home that can take care of it. Kazukii wraps a scarf behind and leaves the creature be. Kazukii returns to Rei's place and completes several chores around the place, from cleaning to cooking. Kazukii understands Rei's upset about not having the cat around anymore. However, he informs Rei that their line of work makes it unsafe for the cat or anyone to live or be around them. He warns Rei not to bring someone home we can't take care of from start to finish. We receive a flashback of Kazukii catering to a pregnant woman's belly. She says the baby can't wait to see Papa, as we revert to Kazukii, who lets out a brief sigh and leaves the table. He hands Rei a newspaper and tells him they'll be working for Christmas Eve. It appears they'll be trying to assassinate a broker for a human trafficking organization named Hayami at Sushi. Rei and Kazukii visit several stores and stock up on equipment for their job. Kazukii visits someone named Kuru and hands him the information he smuggled from the girl he slept with near the start of the episode. He asks Kura to have a hotel ID ready by tomorrow morning alongside things for a phone call. He has planned. Churu confirms he can get everything set up at that time. Churu ends Kazukii Rei's payment before Kazukii leaves. Jururu asks him if he gotten over the thing that's clouded his mind. Kazukii leaves without saying a word and meets up with his friends Carol and Dorothy. He gets into raunchy activities with them and leaves the building with no jacket and fewer funds. Kazukii stumbles upon a family and remembers the cat he left in the cardboard box. He revisits that location and leaves 2 canisters of catnip. In the morning, we follow a little girl who seems to be roaming the city alone as she explores. We learn that she wants to find her father. Meanwhile, Kazukii informs Rei about his research on Hayami at Sushi. Their target, it appears Hayami will be holding a Christmas party at the Variant Hotel and knows it will be guarded by frightening individuals. They plan to infiltrate the establishment in costumes and leave a surprise for him, his wife, and their guests. Meanwhile, the little girl enters the Variant Hotel and starts wandering around at the same time. Kazukii enters the building thanks to the data he stole from the woman he slept with. His ID has dressed up as Santa Claus. 2 men stop him, but Kazukii informs them that he was tasked with delivering a cake to the top floor. He shows some papers proving his work, but the guards don't believe him. Kazukii tells the guards that he was on the phone with Hayame's wife and hands them his phone. It turns out Kotaro is calling Kazuki, but using a voice modulator to disguise his voice as Hayame's wife. This convinces the guards to let him pass. However, they use some gadgets to check him for weapons and look under the present to make sure everything looks okay. Kazuki hops in the elevator, but the little girl rushes inside because she spots the cake he baked. Kazuki lets the girl eat his cake, and she says it's delicious. Kazuki is filled with joy because he's happy someone appreciates his cooking. The girl mistakes him for the real Santa Claus and asks him if he'll help her see her father. This causes Kazuki to remember the instance with his wife, and he asks the girl if she wants to see her father. The girl confirms her mother told her her father would be at the Warren Hotel. They reach another exit, and the girl starts rushing out to find her father. Two men notice them, but Ray murders them with a few shots to the chest. He was hiding under the cart. Kazuki realizes their plan to murder Hayami might be in shambles. More guards start notifying their people about the girl's whereabouts and attempt to shoot her. Ray takes the initiative and starts shooting the guards down, causing a ruckus. They enter the party room and continue laying waste to many individuals. The girl wanders around the room asking for her father's whereabouts. We learn that her name is Miri. Hayami grabs Miri and points a gun to her head. Kazuki and Ray hide behind the table and try strategizing. Kazuki rushes toward the men as they shoot him. Ray shoots one of the men, allowing Kazuki to reach out to Miri as he tells her father. Miri jumps into Kazuki's arms as Ray headshots Hayami from point-blank range. Ray shoots an escape route for himself and climbs off the building. Kazuki leaves the establishment with Miri in his arms. Miri's happy to be with her father. Ray and Kazuki drive off to their home, and Kazuki can't help but smile at Miri while she sleeps. Ray ponders why Kazuki couldn't allow him to keep a cat if he can have a kid. Kazuki admits it's not his fault for getting Miri wrapped up in this. The episode concludes with Ray and Kazuki realizing that Miri's father is Hayami and that they murdered her father. If you enjoyed our review and commentary, do give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Comment us on which episodes you want us to make amazing review and recap videos for you. Thank you for watching.